This is the book of Isaiah 10, verse 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed, to turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless. First and foremost, we give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of great millstone who rule well and teach well. Shalom to the hopefully like men that scattered abroad, pushing the truth without sincerity. And shalom to those few sincere aquaf, right, the sisters that believe as well, right, just getting on these last days. I'm the brother I'm coming at your video, blowing the horn low when this lesson is edifying, going to this article, right? So, got this guy, we call him Cotton Schwab, right? But hey, and the reason why I said, I brought up Isaiah 10 and 1, you're going to see, right? But let me bring it out. It says, Cotton Schwab says humans who refuse to merge with AI will soon become extinct, right? And like I said, I brought that out, Isaiah 10 and 1, because of the fact that, hey, he already he going to set up laws, set up snares, pretty much for the children of Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Natives. Why? Because, hey, they're laying, like I say, they're laying down the infrastructure of the Mot.B. They literally putting it in front of our faces, and they got a video to it, but I don't know if certain words may pick up, on the algorithm and get a strike. But I can always drop the link on this video, But hey, this right here lines up perfectly with the scriptures, man. Right. And there's two major words that I want to grab right later on inside this lesson, But it says, Cotton Schwab says humans who refuse to merge with AI will soon become extinct. Why? Because, it's like it, right? The scripture says in Revelation 13 and 16, you won't be able to buy, sell, or trade. You'll be X'd out of society. Going back to verse 15, but I'm going to dig into that, though, right? So, with that being said, right, the NWO, right, is unraveling right in front of you, So I'm gonna jump to the book of Second Esdras, 15 and 1. This is the book of Second Esdras, 15, verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Right. And I'm going to jump to the book of Amos. Right. And I'm going to still break that down just to have it queued up. Right. But it says, speak down the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord. Right. The Lord has sent forth his prophets to what? To let you know about the fourth-time events. I mean, the end-time events that's soon to come. We telling you that everything's going to boil down into this MO to the TB. Right. That grain of rice that's going to go inside your skin on your forehead. You won't be able to buy the trade unless you have it. And it said, put the word, it says, in matter of fact, Salakia. I'm going to jump back to it. I thought I would be able to, remember the whole thing. Right, but it says, behold, speak down the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Right, and the Lord has put inside the paper, right, the Bible. Right. And what we have been doing, we have been breaking the word down T for T, like in the book, like it states in the book of Habakkuk. Right. 3. So let me go to the book of Amos right quick. It says Amos 3, verse 7. It says, surely the Lord, Yahweh, right, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets. And like I said, hey, this major prophecy is unfolding right in front of us, man. Right. And at one point in time, it was like a selective time where they would just drop hints of the MO to the TB. Hell, now they're showing it plain as day now. And within inside this article, right, like I said, the video is is down here, but inside the article you can see a lot of the heathens, inside the meeting, right? And guess what that reminded me of, the book of Psalms. All these nations gonna gather around to what? Hey, to keep the children of Israel, down. Because hey, that's how they feel. As long as we are not waking up, or say, we all was to just submit to the MO to the TB system, we'll still be here. We'll still be in captivity. So they're going to come up with a way to what? Hey, keep the children of Israel, oppressed, right? And it's to clear that up, because they have done it before, right? The book of Psalms, is it 82 or 83? Let me see, 83. Right? Psalms 83. It says, they have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. Right? They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. Who's the people? The children of Israel. Right? And it says, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. And that's their biggest plan, man. Right? And Esau, like I said, they're inside this meeting, everybody's together, talking about, how can we push forward with this one thing? How can we set all this shit aside for the small time being, and get this right here on the way, right? Because when you look at it, you got them trying to come with all the AI, right? They already telling you about how they got the technology with the chip, Then you also got China that's in competition trying to, bring out theirs as well, right? Then you got Sweden, that Ben had theirs on the scene, that's already using that chip device already, right? So they're all taking this crafty counsel what to keep us down, man. So verse 5, it says, for they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. So that's just the point, right? They're going to they're going to be like I said, be on one accord with this one event, with this one event. And once that happens, after that, the Lord finna have them part ways and throw them nukes, right? So I'm gonna just read up inside this article right quick and grab out some more precepts and close that on up, right? So it says, right, the WEF is the founder, right? Cotton Swab. He said he has warned that humans who refuse to merge with AI will soon find that they will have no place in society. Articles already went out about that. If you don't have the CBDC, you'll not be able to a part of the society, man. They're telling you, right? You got to be a part of this digital system. And what's gonna be that face of it? The charagma, right? And I'm gonna just read some of this. I'm not trying to read all of it, right? It says speaking at the 2024, right? The summit, right? The World Government Summit. Schwab declared that humanity is transitioning, right? And what's a key word that we always talk about? Gradualism. We always speak gradualism because why? Esau is not going to get you. He's not going to push it too fast. He's going to slow cook you, man. Right? That's why the scriptures say the prudent man foreseeth the evil, right? The prudent man foreseeth the evil, right? And the rest was, those blinded, man. They're going to fall into a ditch. Because they don't see that, they're slowly cooking you to the Mot.B, right? It says, Schwab declared that humanity is transitioning into a new era, right? When what we've been preaching, right? NWO has to come, all right? It says where humankind will transition, right? Gradually, right? You're going to go into the intelligent age. You're going to have to what? Join, and with having that device, it's going to have what? A lot of miracles and all of these things that, that you can't do on your own, but this device is going to help you, right? So going down, it says, Infowars.com report, Schwab told the audience he questioned that, he told the audience he questioned ChatGPT about what the next wave of human evolution will look like and conclude, right? A new dawn of human civilization approaches. Like I said, NWO, get that through your mind, right? Keep that in your mind. They're setting up. So they're setting up it. They're setting it up right now, right here. It's soon to like the scripture says, it's for the vision yet for an appointed time, but the end shall speak. It's going to speak, but before speaking, they got to set it up. It says the deepest needs and aspirations of humanity, right? Let's get the word aspiration. Chop the words down. It says aspiration, a hope or ambition of achieving something, right? Go down to aspiration again, desire, right? The action or process of drawing breath. Which one did I went to? Not that one. All right, so just the point. So the hope or ambition of achieving something, right? They're trying to achieve that. That's their goal, But hey, how about you? I can throw in that monkey wrench, shortly after, right? Because they got to push it, right? It's just gonna be a short-lived dream for them, right? It's the deepest needs and aspirations of humanity will be harmonized with technology such as AI, right? And let's get the word harmonized, just for edification's sake, right? Coordinate. You're right. You got add notes, produce a pleasing visual combination, right? So I'm gonna just break it down from what was said. All right, let me grab it one more time so I can remember. So right, to coordinate, right? So the deepest needs and aspiration, right, desire of humanity will be coordinated, right, with technology such as AI, robots, the Internet of Things, 3D printing, genetic engineering, quantum computing, and more, according to the AI chat system, right? These are right, pretty much benefits, features, right? You're gonna get with algebra, right? Here gonna be compacted inside that C hub, But this is their desire, right? And it's gonna tie right in with what we're gonna bring out, man. And they're gonna come with those tricks, right? They're gonna come with those tricks to make you fall into it. Right, so it says getting more detail about what this dystopian Fox utopia might look like. The WEL trained humanist said humans will be merged with the digital world and that our biological dimensions will be altered. Right, let's get altered, changed. Right, because once you take that C-hip, you're gonna change you, man. Right, so it says Schwab even predicted the world will look completely different than it is now within just 10 years. And we highly doubt it's going to be that long. But, hey, that's what I want to go jump to. So, like I said, he's going to come through with those smooth sayings, right? Because once they have their meeting, they're going to, start going, moving forward. Right. And they're going to come down with real smooth words. Like I said, they just showed you all the details on what it's going to be able to be capable of doing, But this right here, the book of Psalms 55 and 21. Right. It says the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. Shit. It says the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart, right? And what's he gonna do? He's gonna come with those real smooth words. Like I said, you got those benefits right there, right? Because people may look over the part where he says, "You'll be extinct." They might not they might not catch on to that. They may catch on to where they hear the benefits of hearing about this charagma, hearing about it's going to help my asthma. It's going to help me walk again. It's going to help me see again. They're hearing about the benefits, and that's what he's going to do. He's going to come into with them buttery words. They're going to overlook the goddamn, the cause and effect. They're going to look at they're going to overlook the consequence because, hey, we warned Jake, right, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Natives not to take this Mot.B, right? So they're going to overlook that. They're going to overlook the consequence of Revelation 14:9 and verse 10. The thermonuclear missiles tearing their ass up, man. Why? Because they're looking for a temporary benefit. A temporary benefit that's not going to have them to a ticket to salvation, if you want to say, right? Shall I say, right? So, like I said, he's going to come with those smooth words, man. Right. So, from there, I want to jump to the book of 2 Corinthians. 2:11. Right, it says, so lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Right, and I can, I'll go back into the Google word for it, because I always be, like to look up the words, right? So, devices. Right? So you got device, you got a gadget, right? And implement, right? And what they're going to implement real soon, the Mot.B, right? And what is it? That device, really in Salakia. He said we're not ignorant of Satan devices, right? What else does it actually go into? It goes into a plan, a cunning plan, right? A tactic, scheme, plot, So hey, they gotta get the infrastructure, and then they gotta come with the smooth words to sway you into it, right? But the hopefully elect, Lord willing, we're part of that remnant that get delivered. But hey, we see the tactic, we see the build up, and you can't be ignorant of it, right? Not knowing, is out here, right? So I'm gonna leave from there. I'm gonna go back to the book of Ephesians, right? And I just want to dump into the main part of this lesson, which is going to be Revelation 13, just to bring out the points again of what the breakdowns of on the word mark, right? So Ephesians 5. Yeah, Ephesians 5 and 15. Right? It says, see then that ye walk circumspectly, right? To look around, right? Because they're posting this thing up everywhere. The AI technology, they're posting up the C-HIP stations, like your local Walmart and your gas stations. If you don't have this type of technology, you will be X out of society. It's an upgrade that's coming to the world, And with this upgrade, you have to have certain features. You have to have a certain badge, right? A certain token. And without it, you will not have access, right? So it says, see then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, right? Because the time right now is to build ourselves, to prepare ourselves to be able to tell Esau no, right? This is the time to be building yourself up in the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shah with all the wisdom, knowledge, truth, and understanding, right? Going to the book of Ephesians 6 and 10 on down, right? Because we finna come to the time, if you ain't got the whole armor, Esau will have your ass, man. You're right. You're going to cave in because why? The board's going to be so damn smooth, right? And that's short. That's hey, Esau gonna come with that sharp ass sword. You ain't gonna feel that shit going inside your back, man. Right? But it says, see then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, right? Because the days are evil, going into bad times, man. Right? So from there, matter of fact, I'm gonna jump to the blue letter. With all that being said, I'm gonna go to the book of Revelation. Matter of fact, I'm gonna jump to the book of Habakkuk, right? And then I'm gonna jump to Revelation, right? So this is the book of Habakkuk. So like 2 verse 1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I'm reproved. And the Lord Yahweh will answer me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. And hey, they're right in our face right now, presenting it, man. We know this Mot.B system. Hey, we know it's going to go up real soon, man. Pushing all this AI, and just to bring it out again, going to that word vision, right? Excuse me. Go to D. It says, as a title of book of prophecy, right? Prophecy, telling about what's to happen before it actually happened. All these things lines up, man. Right? But it says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but the end shall speak. Right? And this right here is a main part of the vision. At the end it shall speak and not lie. Right? It's starting to speak, but in that scripture, it's more so going to being established. Right? So they're speaking about it right now, but in a minute it's going to fully speak, as in going into motion. It's the paper dollar, all that shit is done away with. Right now it's just the build up. They're speaking about it real heavy right now. So like I said, that main part that really stood out was, if you who refuse to merge with AI will soon become extinct. Right? Matter of fact, I got a beautiful precept to bring out. Cause we gonna refuse, right? This is the book of Proverbs 14 verse 15, verse 12, I think. No, 15. It says, the simple believe of every word, But the prudent man look well to his going. Cause we know shit. You take you try to convert with the AI technology and all of that shit. Man, the Lord gonna kill you, man. You know, ain't no way to say it. You know, the Lord gonna kill you. It says, but the simple believer every word. Why could they gonna fall into it? They're gonna be swayed into it. Why? Cause they don't have no type of foundation, you know, faith. You know, they're looking for some temporary guidance, you know, some temporary hope, you know, and that's what's gonna make them fall inside the snare. So, like I said, you know, with AI, it says humans who refuse to merge with AI will soon become extinct. Why? Because you're not gonna be able to maneuver how you want to. You'll be cut off from society, you know. So, with that being said, I'm going to go to the book of Revelation. 13. And I start at verse 15. Right? It says, and he had power. Right? And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. That the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many that as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Right? You should be killed. If you're not trying to bow down, right? And this happened inside a lot of different time periods. You didn't want to empire. If you don't want to bow down, you know, it was a consequence, right? And that's why, you know, first and foremost, Esau got to go anyway, because he come with these unrighteous decrees, man. You know, right? They unrighteous as hell. And they know we're not supposed to be taking no incisions inside the flesh. You know, putting this man up as he's a god, right? He knows that. But at the end of the day, he's trying his best to goddamn make the elect. Cause 2/3, they don't know shit. They doomed anyway, right? He want the elect to bow down just to say, "Hey, man, I made your best men bow down," right? Which won't happen, right? But it says that word killed, right? And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, right? And cause that as many as will not worship the image of the beast should be killed, right? So if you're not trying to bow down to what this system that they're finna bring forth, how they finna do things, right? The NWO, you're gonna be killed, right? It's gonna be a physical, right? It's a twofold word, right? It's gonna be a physical kill, and you're gonna be X'd out of society, right? When you look up the word killed, and you know, just the regular Google definition, right? I think it was killed. I think that's the second one. I'm trying to find out. So I could just bear with me right quick. There's so many damn words on here. Right, but I mean, end of the day, you can still do like simple words like to do away with, you know, dispatch, erase, right? Because you're pretty much you're disconnecting, right? Like I said, it would be twofold because it's like you're disconnecting from what society, you know, and what it says the extinct, right? To do away with, to eliminate, right? Knock off. Destroy, put an end to, be the end of. Right? Put the lid on. Throw out. Right? So I ain't gonna just, you know, dwell on too much. But you know, it's just the point, you know. That kill, you're gonna be X'd out of society, right? Cause I could have sworn I had a different word. Oh well, but it's still the point. You know, it's still the point that if you're you know, if you're not trying to like I said, bow down to the image of the beast, right? Pretty much fall in line with the rest of these simple niggas, and of course the heathen simple, you know, you should be killed. You know, and there's more scriptures that talk about that. Hey, because they're gonna go to a time where they're gonna put the pressure real bad on you, man, to where you have to take it inside that concentration camp or get beheaded. You know, right? But that just that part on that on verse 15, speaking on the word killed, right? And he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive, right, a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, right? So let's go to this word receive. We're just gonna go to the word what? Didomi, the Greek word didomi. All right, receive, right? So it says to give something to someone. What is the goal right? The goal is to give you a chip, you know? This is why you can be exiled to society if you don't have this. This is why you're going to become extinct. This is why you're going to die off. Because why you don't have what they... This is like the next level of oxygen. If you don't have the oxygen, you're going to die. That's how they see it, you know? And they want you to have it, right? So, hey, they want you to receive what? The charagma. What do you have to do? You have to extend your hunt. You got to extend out to receive it. He's going to make you beg for it, right? He's not going to make you cave in and come running to him. You see how it was in 2020? Niggas running to Esau, they got them get that juicy juice, man. You know, and guess what? Hey, shortly down that year, niggas dying dropping like flies. You know? But it says to give over, to reach out, extend, present, right? Of a writing, you know? So that's the point on that. So going back up to, 16. And he calls of all both smiling great, rich, and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Right? So going to the word mark, and it'd be the same thing that we go over. Hey, but there's nothing wrong with that. Keep bringing out the same thing. At the end of the day, you have been warned. Right? So it goes into the Greek word charagma, right? A stamp, imprinted mark, right? The mark branded upon horses, right? If you brand a horse, hey, that shit gonna leave a good mark on them, pretty much letting you know which horse is mine. You go to, like I said, I always say, you go to a farm, which cow is which, right? Because they clipped, right? And that clip pierces through the ear, right? That's they form of being chipped. You know which cow is which, right? Going down to the scrolls, and like I said earlier, I said, hey, a badge, right? Like I said, hey, they're pretty much telling you in bigger words, we want y'all ass back in slavery, right? Because let's go back to it. It says a scratch or etching, right? Because you're gonna eventually got to pierce through that skin. If you got an itch on your arm, hey, you're gonna scratch it. You're gonna have that little ash mark. But say you had some real sharp ass nails, you're gonna pierce through, But it says as a badge of servitude, right? And we already know what that word servitude goes into. But let's look it up again. It goes into what? Slavery. The state of being a slave or completely subject to someone more powerful, right? It said go into serving someone that's more powerful. Let's go to the book of Job 9:24. Right? It says the earth is given to the hands of the wicked. He covers the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Ain't this the man that's trying to say he Yahweh Shem Yahushua? Esau Edom? Right? But the earth is given to the hands of the wicked. And what does the wicked want you to do? To leave away from Yahweh Shem Yahushua and serve him. Right? And he's going to present this device to try to make sure of that. Right? Because pretty much when you sign that, when you get that C hip, right, you're telling the Most High, right? Yahweh Shem Yahushua, hey, you're not my power no more, right? Esau Edom is, right? Pretty much you're going to believing in, trusting more so inside man than Yahweh Shem Yahushua, right? So, going back, go to servitude, So, you go to the root word of charagma, right? Like I said, charagma is going to be that device itself. Go to the root word of charagma and see what that say. Going to the word karax, like we always, break it down. It's simple. It's something that's real sharp, right? When you go down to the Strong's definition, it says to sharpen to a point, through the idea of scratching, right? A stake, a palisade, or a rampart, right? And like I said, you got them palisade type of fences, right? It got to go inside the ground. When it goes inside the ground, what is piercing through? What is going to be that symbolic to? You can have that syringe, It's a bunch of videos on how they have to use the syringe to what? To pierce through the skin, right? Sharpen to a point, and what? They're able to actually inject the device inside there, and they're able to you're able to have the device inside the system, inside your skin, Salakia, But it is, symbolic to what? That syringe, man. And let's go to the root word of this word, Salakia, first and foremost. The root word of charagma is karax, right? And the root word of karax, right? Go to the root word of it. Go into grapho. And this right is that dagger. Because going back to it, if I can find it, okay. Salakia. He says, speaking at the 2024 World Government Summit, Schwab declared that humanity is transitioning into a new era where humankind will transition into the intelligent age. That's not the one I wanted. Here you go. It says, the deepest needs and aspirations of humanity will be harmonized with technology such as AI. Right? Coordinated, right? Coordinated. That's what harmonized is going to what? Coordinated. In sync. Right? So it says such as AI, robots, the Internet of Things, 3D printing, genetic engineering, quantum computing, and more, according to the AI chat system. It says and more. We know it's a lot in there that they're gonna come with, But just keep that in mind, right? So that root word of charagma, and the root word of charagma is charax, right? And the root word of charax is the word grapho, right? The Greek word grapho. So it goes into to write, the reference to the form of the letters, right? And it's pretty much letting you know the letters, right? Is letting you know to write, right? Because they got to write all of these different type of codes onto that device, It got to, man, if it says grave, pretty much it's going to be engraved inside you. But the thing is, they got to describe what they're going to put on there. They got to write all these codes up, man, right? They're pretty much going to have you like a barcode, right? Pretty much you're scanned, You're also on Esau's radar wherever you go, because at the end of the day, they're going to have everything set up to where if you don't have this device, you're not on the radar. And we know soon we're gonna have to ditch Babylon anyway, right? Not physically, but mentally, right? Because, hey, that goes into a whole different doctrine that, people try to run after, right? But that's just the point. And I read verse 18 as well. It says, here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it's the number of a man. And his number is 603 right? Going to Phi stigma, right? Excuse me. And that's going to know the UPC, the Universal Product Code, let you know that you're going to be a barcode, right? Go to the root word of kase, stigma. It says stigma, right? It goes into a mark pricked in or branded upon the body. To ancient Oriental usage, slaves and soldiers bore the name of the stamp of their master or commander, branded or pricked, right? Cut into their bodies to indicate, right? Let's get the word indicate, right? To point out, to demonstrate, to show, right? To show what master or general they belong to. And there were even some devotees who stamped themselves in this way with the token of their gods, right? You're looking at Esau, Edom as a god, right? And you cannot get around this passage itself. This is how you know what the MO to the TB is. This is how we know this. It's the chip, the C hip. The breakdown is right there. Like I did a video, I think last week on the Edomite telling you like, yeah, we made it, and he felt bad that he did, But anyway, like the point was, hey, like I said, you're going to be a barcode. You can't go nowhere. You got to go to Esau for everything. It's going to be the book of Deuteronomy 28 times 20, man. You got to go for the once of all things. Now, you really got to do it. You really got to be on your best behavior. Or he can turn that shit off, and you can't do nothing. Either way go, you'll be a sitting duck because you took the shit anyway, right? And I'm speaking to the children of Israel, right? Yasharala, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Natives. Fuck the heathens. We ain't worrying about them, right? But, hey, you're letting Esau know who you belong to. You choosing man over Yahweh Shemi Shah, right? So, with that being said, I'm going to close out with the book of Revelation 14:9 because I got to give out the consequence of following along the ways of Esau, right? Because it already said, woe to him that declared right unrighteous decrees, right? Woe meaning destruction, right? So, if you want to follow after him, right, the one that's joined with them, you're going to be thrusted through, right? The book of Isaiah 31, Isaiah 31 or 30, Shalakia. But it says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his right hand or in his hand, his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink the wine of the wrath of Yahweh Shemi Shah, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, right? That fierce anger. It says, and shall be tormented with fire and brimstone. in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. Right? And that's really just it. That's just the nail in the coffin. Right? You going to Esau, Edom, trying to find your way out. Hey, you can get your ass electrocuted, man. Fried and laid to the side when them nukes get to flying. You know, all because you wanted some temporary stability. You know, and I said it earlier. I want to bring it out. I don't want to, mess up, right? Because I stated in the book of Isaiah 30 or 31, going into what? The one that want to join into Babylon. They're going to be thrusted through, right? And I think it's 30. When it said they shall be thrusted through. Well, this is good too. Let me make sure. I got it highlighted. I think it's Isaiah. No, it's definitely not inside. I'm tripping. Damn, I can't even remember. It says they shall be thrusted through. I cannot remember what scripture that is. Salakia. Damn, Lord willing, it'll come back to me. Right, but I will read. Matter of fact, I'm gonna pull up on my other phone right quick. Salakia. 2 seconds. I'm gonna close out with those. Come on, Android ass phone. All right, so it was Isaiah 13, right? Isaiah 13, 15. I just overlooked it real fast. Right, this is the point, But it says, everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. And just the main point, right? All the ones that want to be joined to this society, right? The Israelites don't want to be joined to what's going on, want to be up to date on what Esau finna bring out, being in subjection to, right? You're going to be thrusted through, man. Right, so I'm going to go back and I'm going to close out with the book of Isaiah 30. It says, woe to the rebellious children that saith the Lord Yahweh, that take of counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin, that walk to go down to Egypt for help. So like that walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt, right? Going to really America all over again, You trust inside, cause that's that shadow, shadow, just a replication, pretty much that's somewhat of a duplicate, and America, Babylon imitates it, right, with the prideness, feel like it can't be taken down, right, and people want to be following up under it, right. It says to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, right, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. Right? Because when them nukes get to flying, best believe they come for your ass, man. All because you fell for them smooth words in the beginning. And hey, once you got, you can't take the sea hook back out you, you submitted. So Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to the point, but just blowing the horn. But I do want to give all honor and glory and praises to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakadas. Till next time I say shalom.